Well, good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to the preview for Scottsville, Saturday the 13th. It's a lucky day for some, and we have a 10-race program and a very interesting card. And watching the racing on Wednesday, we obviously raced around the inside track. Hopefully today we're racing around the outside track, but that's still not properly tabulated anyway. Let's go into race one, and that's at 11:05, so it's pretty early, 1,200 meters. And your hot favorite here is Like That Loose, and gets Marcus, gets lots of things to like about it. You've got to believe that this horse is going to be a runner. I found Captain Seeger, I really like this horse's barrier trial. He ran on extremely well, and I think this will be well suited to him, and I think he's a horse that you include in all your play. Interesting horse is Cosinto, who comes in as a reserve runner. Have a very close look at this. Gavin Funzel, Kennedy gets aboarded, but a lot of these horses haven't much experience. Watch him go down. Race 2, first leg of the bipod, they go 1,200 meters, and you really can't go against the favourite here. I think that Lion's Head, Gainesford, has not had a run with Marcus aboard it, and Vaughan Marshall trains it. He gets them ready. But I really like the look of Lion's Head. He's got a beautiful pedigree. There is support for him. And it's much of a muchness between the two on the betting. The horses that have run, well, Green Phantom hasn't been that far away. But you really can't believe that those horses are going to be able to beat this lot. Over the Bay, didn't run badly, a couple of starts. So you might want to go a bit wide here in the first leg of the bipod just to stay in. Race 3, Maiden Juvenile, played 1,400 meters, and I'm going for number 10, Rascalon. I think that this is the right horse. Odds-on favourite, Vaughan Marshall. Sean Veal gets to ride it. You'd expect this to be very, very hard to beat. Secret is Ours, not a bad barrier trial, and then the very disappointing first run, but I think will probably improve. Dynasty, you'd look for this one to improve quite a lot, and I think you'll get away with the two of them in the bipod. Right, first leg of the Pick Six, Maiden Plate, Fillies and Mares. They go 1,600 meters, and I'm not going with the favourites. I think the favourites, obviously dancing in the wind, Marcus aboard it. On form, this horse got a bit to find to be as short as it is. I would think that Irish Pearl, look for big improvement from this one. Did improve last time, and Comnight, who's had a couple of runners and they've all run well, so put it into all your play. And then Wichita from the Dennis Dreyer stable. This is probably better than Rated, and certainly looks like worth having an each-way chance, but I'd put in a few horses the first leg of the Pick Six. Race 5, Mirror Rated 70, 1,600 meters. Here I like Smart Socks. I'll tell you straight, I don't like these horses that just won maidens, and they're at the top of the betting boards, but I do think Smart Stocks has run two very good races after the maiden. He might be better on the poly track, and that is a worry. Look for Night Warrior to improve. That's a big improver in the race. Roy Psycho, he's a very nice horse. This horse, he always runs well, and I'd expect him to be there or thereabouts with Marcus aboard him. Marcus has ridden him and won on him, so that's a big, big plus. What are the rest? Maybe Baka comes in as a reserve runner. Have a close look at this one. Did run well and win a nice maiden, but it's a tough race. Very tough start to the jackpot. Race 6, Strelitzia, absolute two-horse race. Delta Queen, you don't know how good she is. She's won 2 from 2. And Slalom Queen, the two queens will fight it out. I don't have any doubt that they're the right two horses in the race. Sophia Aaron might be a lot better than Rated. Not a bad win first time out, a good time. Race 7, the Godolphin Barb, and I make this an absolute two-horse race as well. My choice, Prince Koresh. I'm going with him as a good each-way bet. I really like this horse. I backed him first time, and I think I tipped him to everyone that he would just about win. What are the dangers? Well, I think you've got to go with Tempting Fate. Might be the danger. You don't know how good he is. He comes from a winning form line, and I'd expect him to maybe be the next best. So, but I'm going with Prince Koresh. Race 8. This is the fillies race. This is the Tibashina, and this is a very interesting race. Pretty Young Thing's a favourite. I think this filly needs more ground. I'm going to go with Temple Graffin. It's well-suited course and distance. Expect it to be right in the shake-up. Statute gets the blinkers. That's an interesting strike for me, and this might end up running somewhere in the money. And then Benosh, Vaughan Marshall's horse, look for a nice run for this daughter of Vercingetorix. She's got pretty good form. The top weight also comes into the race with a chance, and that is Golden Chance. Race 9, Post Merchants, Sean Terry. Difficult to go against him. Warriors Rest ran a cracker behind Lady of Steel. Excuse me. Had to get that one out. Eden Rock won a Group 1 here last year. Course and distance. I can't go against him. I think 12 to 1's an unbelievable price about Eden Rock. There are a lot of horses with chances in here. Ultra Magus looks like the right horse. Anton Marcus rides him for the stable, and he has done well on the horse. So he's got to be there or thereabouts. But on a line through Warriors Rest and the run in Johannesburg, well, he had to travel. He ran a cracky good race. He's a good horse. What will be interesting to see if Ishnana beats Solid Gold, because Ishnana was left out the race in favour of Solid Gold, and I think that Ishnana would beat Solid Gold. If there's betting on where they finished, I'll be with Ishnana. Race 10, merit rated 90, 1750 meters. Very, very difficult. The course winner, Shogun, got to have a big chance. Paul Peter aboard it. Clouds of Witness, nice each-way horses. Bit sharp for him, but I expect him to run well. Good draw, and I think he'll do well for Marius and the team. Arcois always runs on very, very well, so if there's a good pace on, he'll run well. And the stable companion, Dark Moon Down, looks like a runner too. African Sunrise has won 2 out of 3 last 3 starts, and he looks the one that they've all got to beat. So when it comes to the quartets in the last race, take a nice big box, you might end up catching it. Looks like a good card, and great to be a big day at Scottsville. I'm sorry we're not going to be there, but enjoy it on the television, and hopefully they'll make it as good as they're going to make Royal Ascot next week. From me, James Goodman, and the whole Interbet crew, good day's racing.